Hello, Morongo Basin, and listeners around the world online at Z107.7fm.com. Here is the Z107.7 local news for Thursday, March 27th, 2025. For 4 days in early April, the busy west entrance to Joshua Tree National Park will be closed for construction. Online news editor Robert Hayden has more.
One of 3 entrances to Joshua Tree National Park will be temporarily closed for construction starting on Monday, April 7th and planned through Thursday, April 10th. The popular West Gate entrance, located on Quail Springs Road in Joshua Tree, sees more traffic than the other 2 entrances, one located in 29 Palms and the other on the south edge of the park. The traffic and popularity is the reason for the temporary closure. Crews are preparing the area for paving and construction of the new west entrance, located about a third of a mile south of the current one. According to an email newsletter from Superintendent Jane Rogers, construction crews will be cutting into the current road to run utilities through the new entrance area as well as adjusting the grade of the road. The closure includes the Maze Loop and Creosote Trailhead parking areas. Visitors may not drive or park at these trailheads during the closure. Northbound vehicles may turn around at Quail Springs Picnic Area, and southbound vehicles may turn around at the current west entrance station. However, it is suggested to avoid those areas altogether during the closure due to expected heavy traffic and turnarounds. In 2023, over 500,000 cars passed through the west entrance, which can see backups stretching for miles down Quail Springs Road during the busy season. The new entrance station will have 2 inbound lanes and 1 outbound lane, with a bypass in each direction, and instead of 1 entrance booth, there'll be 4. Superintendent Rogers says that the project is funded by fee revenue through the Federal Lands Recreation Enhancement Act. All other roads in the park will remain open. The less visited 29 Palms entrance is located off Utah Trail and won't be affected by the closure, and neither will the South or Cottonwood entrance. Superintendent Rogers says that, quote, "The park recognizes this is a very busy time to close a section of the road, and we must comply with the obligations set forth in our construction contract. The original closure was expected to last 2 weeks, and I'm glad it's been reduced to just 4 days." Reporting for Z107.7 News, I'm Robert Hayden.
The deadline to apply for a Visit 29 Palms sponsorship or event funding is Tuesday. The City of 29 Palms Tourism Business Improvement District is seeking organizers of events who will bring tourism to the City of 29 Palms through public events, including outdoor recreation, health and wellness, arts, culture and history, culinary experiences, and stargazing and astronomy. Event organizers can receive up to $20,000 in sponsorship and grant funding to help launch or grow their event, and Visit 29 Palms is currently accepting proposals for events scheduled to take place between July 1st and the end of 2025. Event organizers, businesses, and community groups are encouraged to apply by the deadline of Tuesday, April 1st. You can find more about program guidelines, eligibility requirements, and an online application form at visit29.org. The 29 Palms Water District Board of Directors met last night, and Annalise Kuiper brings us the details.
A resolution to continue currently existing water availability assessments at $30 per acre, with a maximum of $1,200 per parcel, was accepted. A resolution commending retiring district mechanic Steve Gurney was unanimously approved. Whilst Mr. Gurney was sincerely thanked for his service and assured he would be sorely missed as he left big shoes to fill, incoming district mechanic Ryan was encouraged to fill his own shoes. Mr. Gurney was presented with a plaque and cake was served after the meeting. The Kennedy-Jenks amendment to accept proposal for a well 11B treatment evaluation for the removal of arsenic, fluoride, and chrome-6 from the water pulled from that well was approved. This is naturally occurring chrome-6, and whilst ways to remove excess fluoride and arsenic through treatment of well water have been established, the removal of excess chrome-6 is an ongoing learning process. The legal limit is 10 parts per billion, which can be likened to 10 drops in an Olympic swimming pool. The district has been given 3 years to comply. The 29 Palms Water District Board of Directors decided not to form an ad hoc committee for a joint city meeting with the City Council at this time. The district's infrastructure is in very good shape, and the board does not foresee such accelerated city growth occurring in the future as to overburden this infrastructure. Reporting for Z107.7 News, I'm Annalise Kuiper.
The Joshua Tree No-Kill Animal Shelter has seen significant growth in both service and facilities. On the Z107.7 Up Close show tomorrow, board co-president Glenn Harris and executive director Wendy Jordan will talk with host Gary Daigneault about the shelter, what exactly no-kill means, and their plans for the future. It's all about the Joshua Tree No-Kill Shelter this Friday at 10 a.m. on Z107.7. The show will be available as a podcast later in the afternoon. The recently rebranded the Desert Fringe Theater and Cultural Arts Festival, previously known as High Desert Fringe Fest, will take over various venues in 29 Palms beginning tomorrow. Arts and entertainment reporter Charlie Thomas shares the details of how you can be a part of this growing cultural institution.
The Desert Fringe Theater and Cultural Arts Festival will take place March 28th through 30th in the city of 29 Palms. It explores art and culture through events which take place from the end of the world through the town. The festival debuts at the Glass Outhouse Art Gallery in Wonder Valley and then moves through the city of 29 Palms with events that include artist talks, music, theater, spoken word, and improv. Venues hosting acts include Theater 29, Freedom Plaza, the 29 Palms Visitor Center, and more. Featuring performances by Lauren Walpert, Sherry Ann Greer and Joe Rigo, Maria Summers and T. Hamidi, Lisa Mendick Powell, Lady Shalane, Mojave Dance, Native American theater director, playwright, and scholar Madeline Saget, and the Desert Fringe Festival Band featuring Arturo Rooster Perez of the band Redbone. This event is proudly supported by the Visit 29 Palm sponsorship and event grant program. For ticketing information, performer, and venue details, and a full listing of events, follow the link at this story at Z1077fm.com. Reporting for Z1077, this is arts and entertainment reporter Charlie Thomas.
And finally, the Yucca Valley Sunset Rotary Club is holding its 21st annual Dessert Soiree on April 5th. They say that the event has grown each year and features the highly anticipated crowd favorite, the $1,000 Deal or No Deal game, and the Sunset Rotary's Auction Spectacular, funding from which will be used to purchase a low-mileage minivan for Unity Home. The van will be used to help Unity Home transport victims of domestic violence to safer situations. The dessert soiree features sweet treats and savory appetizers, gift card mania, a silent and live auction with Glenn Harris and Chris Gubler. Auction items include a 7-night Holland America cruise for two, along with several other fabulous prizes. The dessert soiree is on April 5th, and tickets are available for $45 at sunsetrotary.org, the Unity Home office at 7237 Joshua Lane in Yucca Valley, or from any Sunset Rotarian. That's our local news. Hear local news 7 times a day, 7 days a week at 7, 8, 9, noon, 4, 5, and 6. If you hear about news happening, let us know. Email us at tips@z1077fm.com. Reporting for the Morongo Basin News Leader, the award-winning Z1077 Local News, I'm News Director Jeff Harmetz.